great time over there, and we were at sea for, I guess, 3 or 4 days. We were headed to Ensenada, Mexico was our final port, and they came on and told us we were going to bypass Ensenada because there was somebody sick on the ship that they were going to have to take off. And, of course, that escalated into having 19 crew members and 2 passengers come test positive for the virus.
Right.
And once that happened, we headed straight for San Francisco. Of course, then they wouldn't let us port in San Francisco. So we floated around for 3 or 4 days, running up and down the coast waiting for a place to go. And they finally let us into Oakland.
Yeah.
And we just got off the ship yesterday afternoon, and it's quite the operation. The CDC is running the whole show. We could watch it from our balcony on the ship, and it's a very, very slow process in what they're trying to do to keep everybody safe and contained, and it's very, very frustrating to be involved in it, to say the least.
I'm sure. And so, when you found out that a crew member or that somebody was sick and had to be taken off the ship, did you know the severity of the situation at that point? Had you even really, kind of known about coronavirus?
Well, no, we had heard about, the Diamond Princess, it was a couple of weeks before us, but, that seemed like a Chinese thing and, a long ways away. And didn't really seem like a problem until, and then they started telling us that supposedly that the virus didn't come from anybody on our ship. It came from the cruise previous to our cruise. Somebody brought it on and passed it on to the crew, and that's where it started, which it really was irrelevant. At that point there was people infected on the ship. So, it was kind of business as usual. Everything on the ship was still open, and we were at sea, and everything was fine until I guess maybe last Thursday. And at that point, they told us that they were going to confine us to our rooms, and they closed the ship down basically, and we were sent to our rooms, and they did take good care of us, feeding us and bringing whatever we needed. They bring to the door. And of course, you were supposed to wear your mask when you answered the door, and everybody there had masks and gloves. They treated us like we had the plague, and everybody was healthy. Everybody around us, my family, anybody that we talked to, over the balcony and stuff, everybody was fine. I never really saw anybody that was very sick.
Right. So tell me a little bit about what quarantine life is like.
Well, luckily we had balcony rooms, and my brother and his wife were right next door. So we had them to play cards with and, kind of hang out. And, you didn't do much. There wasn't a whole lot to do. And it's continued since we got off the ship. This is kind of, we're in this, like, on the base, it's like a compound that's fenced in. And, we're allowed to get out and walk around outside as long as we have our masks on, which those masks are a challenge. We wore them yesterday for about 14 hours.
Oh, wow. So what else do you think people, need to know as far as the coronavirus is concerned and what we see in the future?
Well, I don't know really what we see in the future. We won't be getting on another cruise ship for a while just because of the possibilities. Any group gathering is a potential problem. That's like they had us separated on the ship to our rooms. Well, then they put us on buses with masks on. They put us on a chartered airplane with masks on. We were all together breathing each other's air, and if you have to eat or drink, you got to pull your mask down. So, I don't really know, how contagious it is for people that are healthy. we're very healthy and we're doing fine. And they're going to check us every day for the next 2 weeks, supposedly, to ensure that we don't have anything before they release us.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Anything else that you want to say?
That's pretty much about it, I think.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.